Hey guys, Touch coming at you. 7:30, Wednesday, August 26th. Getting dark early. And kind of a crappy night out. Anyway, small victories tonight. We've got the trunk trimmed out with the trunk board and the carpet. I'm going to leave the carpet, I think, untrimmed at the top there. Protects that backboard a little bit. I find that in these cars the backboard really gets scuffed up when you start putting a lot of stuff in there. So I'll keep that little extra carpet at the bottom of the trunk board just to protect it from being scuffed on the bottom. So pretty simple trunk mat and backboard arrangement, but it's in there. It makes it look a little cleaner. I may want to actually cover these wheel wells at some point just with a little bit of fabric or something like that. Actually, I even have some leather, I think, left over, so I could do a little leather trim on those wheel arches as well, just to make it look a little more finished. But that's it for that. So we'll move on to, I think, as we mentioned yesterday, we've got the wet sanding to do on the front fenders. So maybe we'll start that tonight. Maybe we'll start on the easiest one, which looks like it's going to be the passenger side. So maybe we'll get the bucket out and get the sandpaper soaking, and we'll get Alright guys, sanding. Just coming up to 9:15, and the passenger side fender is done. It's been buffed and polished. A few little specks in here. There's a piece of dirt here that I can't get out. There's also like a cat hair in here. It's hard to see, but I can see it. And there's a few other little specks here and there, but you know, nothing too crazy. So it didn't turn out too bad. Could probably polish it a bit more, actually. Anyway, we'll see when it's a little lighter out tomorrow what it looks like. So that's it for tonight, guys. We're going to head in and get ready for work tomorrow. Alright guys, have a Thursday night, August 27th, just after 7 o'clock, around 7:15. And we're back out in the garage. And we're going to work on the driver's side front fender tonight. We've got a run to deal with back here. So I've got some paper soaking, and I use a little cut-off paint stick to do that area. So we're going to carefully get that run down. I'm a little bit concerned about the, I don't know if you can see this through the camera, but it's pretty peely along the top here. I don't think I got a lot of clear on the top edge, so I got to be really careful about sanding through on this fender. So we'll go at it easy, and we'll see if we can get some of that peel out. I'm not 100% happy with the way the passenger side fender came out. It's still a little tiny bit peely as well. I can see it here in certain areas, so I may go back and resand that down. But again, same issue on the passenger side fender. I wanted to make sure that I didn't sand through and that I had enough clear. So anyway, we'll get to work on this run. I don't know if you can see that or not. Probably not. It's a little bit wet as well. But I got a bit of a nasty run just here along this edge. So we'll concentrate on getting that out first before we move on to the rest of the fender. Alright guys, one more fender down. That's the last one of them. So it turned out pretty good, actually. There's a small remnant of that run. There's two little dots, and I could probably get that out if I tried a little harder, so I may do that at some later date. But a small little speck of dust right there. I can't get that out. It must be under the first layer of clear. But the rest of the fender came out pretty good. I'm pretty happy with up in this area where it was pretty peely. It seemed to have buffed out pretty well. So there's a few little spots on it, but it looks pretty good. I'm not going to complain. You're not going to be able to see that when it's out in the sun anyway. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So I guess the next thing we need to move on to is that front valance, which is going to be a bit of a challenge to sand because of the headlight pockets. So. And I know I've got some clear in there that's sort of pooled a little bit, so I'm hoping I'll be able to sand that out okay. And I think we'll probably end up going back to this fender and sanding this a little bit more. But that'll be another day. So I think what we'll do for tonight is we'll just maybe grab that front valance out of the trailer, and we'll just set it up on the stand over there and have a good look at it before we go in for the night. So we're going to do that. The front valance is now in the garage, and we're just taking a quick look at it before we go in for the night. It does have some runs that I have to contend with. The worst of it is this one here. I don't know if you can see that in the camera or not, but it's a pretty substantial run, but I seem to be getting not too bad at getting runs out. This one has got me a little bit concerned. There's a little bit of a run in the pocket here, so that'll be a little bit difficult to sand on a curve. And I've got the same thing over here where the clear is pooled a little bit, so that will probably be a little bit of a challenge, but we'll give it a good shot at it anyway. And there's also a little bit of a run here at the front, and the clear is run around the openings for the Triumph lettering, just a little bit in the bottom. So I guess it's flowed down around the openings for the lettering. So we'll get that smoothed out. So that's pretty much about it. This is the last panel for the car outside of the hood. So we're getting closer to getting it back together. Anyway, we'll upload this, guys, and we'll get back out here tomorrow. I guess I should have mentioned one bigger thing, too. I guess the doors have to go back on at some point. So, yeah, I forgot about the doors. Anyway, we'll get to those later, too. All right, guys, have a good night.